Today, we're going to turn some ordinary watercolor orbs into Zentangle inspired artwork. Sometimes I need a break from the world and I want to paint or do something creative and I can't decide where to start. So what I do is just paint some orbs. We're going to do some watercolor orbs and then we're going to tangle inside of them. And there's so many different things you could do with orbs. So I'm just going to do one thing today and maybe I'll do another thing tomorrow. But here we go. I have my watercolor paints. Spritz your paints, add plenty of water. I'm going to do one up here. You could get a bigger brush, and actually the flat brush is good for this. I just like this brush, so I always seem to grab it. And it's an orb. It doesn't have to be perfectly round. Okay, there's one. I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing. You could change out and do different colors. I'm sticking with the same ones. You could make them different sizes. You could make them all the same size. It's your art. Do whatever you want. Just use plenty of water. You can overlap some. That's a really nice design. And since it's still wet, notice it bleeds over a little bit. If it were dry, it would lay on top of it better. But I'm fine with the bleed over. Plenty of water. And now I'm gonna paper towel it, dry the brush a little, and kind of just pull a little up, get it kind of mixy. When I went on vacation, I filled several pages of this sketchbook with little orbs in different patterns because I didn't want to take my watercolor set with me. I just wanted to take this and a few pens. And then I just kind of challenged myself to come up with different kind of tangles and patterns to put in it. And I had so much fun doing that. I'm gonna turn the page. Okay, I think I like this. So these are how my orbs are gonna look. I'm gonna let this dry and then come back and tangle on it. Okay, the orbs that we painted have dried. Now we're gonna tangle on top. You could look up the Astra Tangle or the Dandy Tangle. It's very similar, little variation, but very similar to those. There might even be a tangle just like this that I haven't found, but I would look up Dandy or Astra as kind of your inspiration. But what I'm gonna do is just start in the middle, and I'm drawing a little line out, and I'm drawing a little kind of orb or bubble on the end, do all the way around. I'm doing some to the end. I'm gonna do some that aren't to the end. I'm gonna do these all over. And that's the pattern we're doing on these. This might resemble maybe a dandelion, but actually I found this field thistle when I was out golfing, and it looks just like that field thistle. And it was a really, I know it's kind of a weed, but it's only a weed if you don't like it, and I loved it. Sometimes I can't see where my line is going. My eyes get confused. So then I'll start at the top. You can start in the middle or at the top. Your little bally things can be different sizes. Or maybe you like a filled in orb on the end. That'd be kind of cool too. Go until you're done. I think I've filled everything in pretty much everywhere. The thing I like about this artwork that we're doing, it's really easy. It follows kind of the spirit of Zentangle with that relaxing meditative repetition that we're doing. But we're creating beautiful artwork with it. Now we're going to make this one look like it's underneath the other one, so we're going to come up to it and stop. I just want to remind you to breathe. And now we have these all filled in. I think I want to fill in a few of the little dot things. I'm not going to fill all of them on. Okay, I think I'm good with this. I'm going to put down my 0.5 micron. I'm going to pick up my 0.1 micron. And I think I'm gonna draw maybe a little stem. And then we're gonna do some little leaves on it. So I do the leaf stem, curly, curly, and lines through it. When I practiced this before I recorded, I did the leaves completely differently. So what I'm doing right now, it's a surprise to me. I'm just kind of just going. You could come back in and paint your leaves if you wanted. Assistant has woken up from her nap. There's my beautiful girl. Wow. We're gonna carry on despite the cat's distraction. I'm really liking how this design is coming together. So now we've drawn these cute little puffy flowers on stems with leaves, and really we just started out with a few color orbs on the page. We've turned it into this beautiful artwork. You could look at the Astra tangle or the Dandy tangle, and you could get some inspiration for how we did this area of our little puffy flowers. I think I'm gonna sign it. Actually, in practicing this, here's another version of this that I did, and on this version I did fill in the black dots all the way. And there we go.